Well, I think probably like most people, I wanted to lose weight because I was well aware that I'm overweight. And like most people, I'd tried the varying types of diet, and none of them worked. Well, some of them, I did lose weight, but it soon came back on afterwards. I knew perfectly well that I had to somehow try and change my lifestyle in order to do it, but I wasn't really clear exactly how to tackle that. I was prompted because I got one of the promo texts from the NHS saying that you could offer help, and I think I'd also possibly seen it in the doctor's surgery. Whichever way, I decided that was probably the thing I needed to do. What particularly appealed to me is that it said that I could have my own individual health coach, and as soon as I saw that, I knew it was something the way I wanted, because tonight I just needed personal help, really. So the idea of my own health coach was absolutely spot on for me. I asked right at the start if we could do it through Zoom, because I always like to see who I'm dealing with. We had a weekly Zoom meeting. And one of the things I did at that time, I no longer do this, but because I don't need to, I kept a very detailed diary of my eating and my weight, so I sent him that as a chart every week, so he could see what progress I'd made over the week. The app and Alex combined informed me that the way to bring my weight down was to restrict my calorie intake on a daily basis. And as Alex quickly helped me understand, this didn't mean having to go on a diet or to any great extent go hungry or restrict myself more than I wanted to. Alex and I both agreed that, certainly for me and probably for many other people, rather than try and drive it down in a steady way, I bump along. So sometimes I'll have a little treat and go up a touch, but then I'll come back down again. Alex listened very carefully to the way I was, what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do things, and then he made suggestions which slightly nudged me in other directions in some cases, or supported what I wanted to do in others. So it was absolutely all the time. We were taking the journey together, hand in hand, if you like. For those who, like me, wanted to just have attack it on their own, I would. The main thing I would say is it doesn't have to be painful. You can do it without heavily depriving yourself or feeling that things, life is miserable because you can't have all the things you want. I mean, I was absolutely determined I wanted to do this. Alex helped me directly to get where I wanted to be. And he came up with some, I said, for example, that I gave him some ideas of some of my favorite foods. And he was very, very good at suggesting alternatives, which weren't that far away, but were a lot less calories. And there's other things. He's got me eating foods that I never ate before. This is one of the ways in which I have changed my lifestyle with his help because of these healthy suggestions. Slowly continuing to head in the same direction with all these useful tools and with the advice and so on and so forth that he's given me. Yeah, as I said earlier, he listened really carefully to what I wanted, what I liked, the things I did like, the things I didn't like to eat, and so on and so forth, and was able to guide me into discovering foods which I wasn't eating before, which I now do. There's all the way along. There's been little suggestions, little things which help. I did have that motivation, but I just didn't have the right tools or information to make that work, in to translate that into actually losing weight. But now I do.